Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Lutfi Amarullah, and this time it is very interesting because we will explore what is inside the computer and hardware. Alright, without further ado, let's get started with this interesting topic. CPU is the main part of the computer, where the input from the CPU will be displayed on the monitor screen. CPU, or Central Processing Unit, is a computer hardware that has an important function. Every computer certainly has a CPU to operate. There are several CPU components that have their own important functions so that the computer can work optimally. There are many devices inside the CPU. Some of them are: number 1, motherboard. Motherboard is a circuit board where various electronic components or other computer components are connected to each other, such as processor, video card, sound card, hard disk, and so on. Number 2, processor. A processor is a piece of computer hardware that has the task of understanding and executing commands and data from software. The function of the processor is to process data and information on the computer, integrate all internal components in the computer, and improve computer performance. Number 3, memory or RAM. RAM stands for Random Access Memory and is one of the components of the CPU. RAM performance greatly affects the overall performance of the computer, especially for multitasking, purposes of doing several activities simultaneously. The function of RAM is to store temporary data from an application, which can be run randomly. Number 4, hard disk is a conventional data storage on a computer that works mechanically. The hard disk contains a disk or disk. The function of the hard disk is for data storage media as well as the installation storage media of the operating system used to run the CPU. Then, CD or DVD ROM is a device that can be used to write and read tapes or CD or DVD discs. In other words, its function is to read files and data on CD or DVD discs or other suitable format. VGA Card. VGA, which stands for Video Graphic Adapter, is a computer hardware device that functions as a graphic data processor before being displayed to the monitor. VGA is also known as a graphic card and includes an important CPU component. The main function of the VGA card is as a graphic data processor before being displayed on a computer monitor. Number 7, sound card. This part has a function as audio processor for computer device. Another sound card function is audio processor for the computer. Sound card also has a function to control all audio contained on computer devices. Without this device, it is certainly that the computer will not be able to make a sound. Number 8, power supply. Power supply is one part of the CPU that is very important because it concerns the life of the computer. The power supply function is to provide power or a source of electricity to computer component. If the power supply is not working properly, then the performance of the computer CPU will also be disturbed. Number 9, network interface card. Network interface card, or NIC, is a network hardware device physically shaped like an expansion card that allows each computer to connect to a network using a network cable. Number 10, cooling fan. The cooling fan function is important in maintaining and stabilizing the temperature on the CPU. This is important to anticipate an increase in temperature, especially if doing heavy activity on the computer. Cooling fans are also able to avoid unwanted events such as overheating or sudden shutdown due to CPU performance cessation. Then, hardware. All types of components on a computer device that have a physical form can be seen, touched, and felt. The main function of hardware is to provide support for the main function of the computer, such as input, processing, output, secondary storage, and communication. Hardware function. The first role of hardware as a receiver of input provided by the device user or user. Provide a set of functions of output required by the user of the device after receiving input, such as SD card and RAM. In addition to function as a place to store data and information, hardware also functions as a place to process data and information so that it can be read on a computer screen. The following are the types of hardware and example. Input hardware for receiving raw data. Processing hardware to process raw data, instruction into information. Output hardware to disseminate data and information. Storage hardware for storing data and information. That's all my presentation. If there is a lag, I apologize profusely. Hopefully, what I convey is useful for myself and many people in particular. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.